What's up? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Poppin', poppin'. What's up, gang? It's your favorite homegirl, Connect with Lo. I'm here today to talk about 5 easy steps to get shit done. A lot of people ask me, how do I stay so consistent with getting my work done? How do I have time to do everything that I do from sun up to sundown and still have energy? So I just wanted to sit down today and share my secrets on how I make sure I get shit done. The first step in getting shit done is to make sure that you are getting your rest. If you don't have yourself on point, you won't be able to do the job that you need to do. I work in events and management, and also I personal assist people, so I always have to be on point with myself. So the first step in that is getting my rest. I plan out my weekends, I plan out my days to make sure that I have the adequate amount of rest so that I can be my most energized self the next day. A lot of times people plan things back to back when it comes to meetings and events and checking in with people and phone calls, whatever, what have you. I try to schedule like no more than 2 or 3 phone calls or meetings a day. And for me, that works. Because I don't have a job, I have pretty much the whole day to do what I need to do. So I'll schedule in maybe 2 phone calls and 1 meeting. If I do 2 phone calls, that's at home usually, or I go to one of my offices that I have here in Detroit. So it's either or. I don't do too much. And usually when I do have events, on my event day, it's just about the event. I try not to do too much unless I know that it's like a low priority event, or I know it's an event that's not going to need too much from me. So number 1 for me is always get your rest. I'm usually in bed by 10 p.m. every night, 10, 11. And yeah, I'm canceling out my phone. I'm not watching TV. I'm going to sleep. And it really helps me have my energy every day. Please get your rest. If you want to get shit done, you want to be more on it, especially if you starting off the new year strong, make sure that rest is your top priority. I personally do not believe in I'm asleep when I'm dead. That's not my mentality at all. If you're not sleeping, your body is not rejuvenating, and you're not going to be able to perform at top tier. That's not for me. So get your rest. Step 2 in getting shit done is also about yourself, is eating healthy. If you are eating foods that are high in sugars, if you're eating foods that are high in dairy, high in carbs, those are foods that are more than likely going to slow you down. You're not going to have that energy you need to do 50 million tasks a day. So I personally suggest that you cut them out. Do not eat those foods that slow you down. Fruits, vegetables are my go-tos every day. I'm usually eating 1,500 calories a day. That's usually my protein and my vegetables. And I usually stick to that. I might have, my go-to every day is chocolate. I treat myself with chocolate every single day. That's my favorite. Sometimes I don't have it, but it's a personal vice. So I do have my chocolate every day. I do have a little bit of sugar. But for the most part, I'm sticking to it. I'm eating things that are going to keep me energized. So leafy greens, vegetables, things like that are going to give me my energy, give me my nutritional value, and drinking lots and lots of water. So that's step 2. Definitely you want to eat well so that you can perform at your best. If you have things that are going to keep you on your feet every day, if you have jobs that are going to make you want to be around people and be energized, I suggest that you fill your body with things that are going to make you have that energy. So that's my step 2 in getting shit done. Step 3 in getting shit done is make a to-do list. I start my day every day making a to-do list. Whether it's small or large, I know that I have certain tasks that I need to hit to make sure that I'm getting the job done. So I don't have a job. I sit, I do have my little personal office. I bounce around Detroit, sitting at different places, coffee shops, sometimes a grocery store, sometimes hotels have different really nice lobbies and bars, and I sit in there and I map out my to-do list. It's usually who I need to call, what I need to look up on the internet, who I need to email, just small tasks that make sure that I'm on it. And so I have an agenda every day. I know that, okay, here's my to-do list. I'm looking at it and I'm scratching it off. Usually if you stick to it, if you master your mind and you don't, what's the word I'm looking for? If you master your mind and you have self-discipline, you will focus on that to-do list and not look at your phone and get distracted or hop on social media or talk on the phone for that's non-business related. You won't do those things. If you have a to-do list, you know you need to do X, Y, and Z, and if you focus on that, you'll be able to do those tasks. And normally when you have a to-do list, you're able to get things done a lot quicker than what you think you can. A task that you think may take 2 hours might only take 5 minutes, depending on how well you are and how self-controlled you are at delegating your time. So that's another one of my helpful tips to get shit done. The next tip, number 4 in getting shit done, is use your resources. So I work basically in entertainment. I do events management for I do event management and I do personal assisting. The fields grow and change every single day. So I'm not a mastermind. Well, I don't think that I'm a mastermind at everything I do. So luckily I have people around me that I think are, or I believe that are better than me, or that I can use as a resource to learn more things. So if I don't know how to do something, if I don't know what to do, if I don't know the proper protocol to handle situations, I will use my resources. I will call my peers who have more experience than what I have and just get their advice. And sometimes it's not even getting their advice. They might know somebody who can help me out in a certain situation, or that can help me, or that can connect me to that next bag. So I might call a friend and say, hey, or not a friend. I might call a peer and say, well, hey, I need to learn more about the film industry. Who should I call? Do you know anybody that I should call to just give me insight? And luckily I have peers around me that have connections into the film and movie and entertainment industry and that can vouch for me. You are more connected than what you think you are. I don't know if you guys believe in like the 6 degrees of separation. So that basically means that you are 6 people away from the person who you need to get to. I know for me, I'm less than 6 people away from Beyonce. So if I really, really, really needed Beyonce, I could call maybe 2 people and I'd be able to get to Beyonce. So, but luckily, I'm going to let her stay on her side and I'm going to stay over here and I ain't going to bother her yet. But just know that you're always 6 people away from where you need to be. So definitely use your resources. Make those phone calls. Don't be afraid to ask for help. People are rooting for you more than you know. So don't ever underestimate or think that you're burdening somebody because you need help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. People are more than willing, or there's always a resource out there for you to get to that next level. So please, please, please use your resources. My 5th suggestion into getting shit done is to have an accountability partner. There is no way that I would be able to do all the things that I do if I didn't have people around me that were making sure that I was on my shit, and vice versa. I have peers around me that are doing amazing things, and they still rely on me to make sure that they are doing what they're supposed to do. So if they have that next goal, if they have that connection that they need, I'm going to be on them. Well, hey, you said that you were going to do X, Y, and Z by this time. You said you were going to lose 5 pounds by this time. Why haven't you lost those 5 pounds? What are you doing? Why are you not taking yourself seriously? You have to have those like accountability partners. So maybe start a group chat with 5 of your friends and just every week just say, okay, well, these are my intentions for the week, or these are my intentions for the day. And if you have good peers, they're going to make sure that you are on it, and vice versa. You need to also make sure that you are on it with your peers, and just say, well, hey, you told me you was going to do this. Why you ain't did it yet? So I think it's amazing to have an accountability partner. So have that person that you can call and just make sure you get shit done.